You famously called 5 times for a national inquiry into the treatment of children suffering from gender dysphoria, and you were turned down every single time. Now, the federal government has belatedly announced an inquiry. I'm just wondering, are you happy about that?
Look, I think we're past it because they want to bring a review down by 2026, 18 months away. We know the reports, the Cass report, we've seen what's happened in Tavistock in England. They've closed that clinic down. We've seen other reports have happened, what's happening in Finland and Sweden and some other countries. Just shut it down. Do not allow children to have these hormone treatments. Gender dysphoria is a load of rubbish in a lot of ways that kids are being guided to have it done to them because the teachers are saying them, ask them now, can you tick how you feel in your own body as a male or as a female? This is happening in our school system now. Parents have lost control over their children. Governments and these idiotic psychologists or psychiatrists, whoever they want to see, are pushing them down this path because kids get confused going through puberty. Let them go through their puberty. Do not allow them to take this hormone treatment or mastectomies. 15-year-old girls are having mastectomies, double mastectomies. They're having sex changes before they even go through puberty. Wake up, people. We are destroying our children. And it is not right. I agree with Trump. They shouldn't be having it under 19 years of age. In Australia, you can't drink, you can't drive, you can't join the military till you're over 18 years of age. Now, they passed at the end of last year that kids under 16 can't go into some social media platforms because we're worried about their health issues or what they're going to see. Really? Give me a break. And they're taking these sex hormones that is actually destroying, mutilating their bodies, and parents have no say, as what happened in Queensland. Kids as young as 12 are giving this treatment. The parents didn't know. It's government, it's a nanny state. Governments are controlling our children, and it is so wrong.
It is wrong. I actually think it's child abuse, to be honest, Pauline Hanson, that kids are just being offered these puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones willy-nilly in the first instance. And I just think it's going to lead to a generation of very confused children down the track. It's certainly a worry. So good on you for pushing this for so many years. Now, I want to ask you about funding for Welcome to Country ceremonies. They're going to be reviewed if the coalition is elected. It's part of the new US-style, I guess, Doge role for Senator Jacinta Nampijinpa-Price. Here is what the Prime Minister said, though, when asked about it. Have a listen to this.
What Australians are concerned about when I travel around the country isn't looking for cultural wars and looking to divide.
Well, Senator, I thought that was a strange comment from a Prime Minister who took us to the polls to actually divide us on the colour of our skin. But look, taxpayers are forking out hundreds of thousands of dollars for these ceremonies. Is it time to strip back funding?
It certainly is, and this is what I've been calling for a long time. I've called for an audit into the Aboriginal industry, which they refuse to do. They won't even discuss it, they won't talk about it. And they talk about closing the gap. No amount of money has been put into it, are you going to close the gap? Until we get rid of the division that's happened in Australia. As I've said for the last 30 years, all Australians should be treated equally and the same based on an individual needs case, not based on race or the cultural background. Until we get rid of that, we're going to continue to have the division. We should have a full audit into the Aboriginal industry, where the money has gone, the hundreds of billions of dollars. It hasn't produced anything. It hasn't helped them at all. So I want to see a full audit. Thank goodness. Every time I'm on the plane and it lands and I hear a welcome to country, I cringe. And I feel like calling out, no, I don't, and I won't, and I'm over it. But I feel if I do that, they may not let me on the airline again. But if an attendant doesn't say it, I say congratulations, thanks for not saying it, because that's how I feel about it. Australians are so over it. They had their say when they voted against the Voice. Albanese is a hypocrite. He's been the most divisive Prime Minister this country has ever had.